Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Sturmpanzer I Bison. It's the Tier 3 German SPG, and this one's located on the eastbourne of Sand River under the command of Talon 1958. It's got a 15cm howitzer, the SIG 33L11, which is basically an artillery piece mounted on top of a Panzer I. It's a heavy artillery, 15cm howitzer, so it can give stun, and it's got a relatively short range, but the Germans realised they couldn't use their Panzer Is after the fall of Poland because they just couldn't match any of the enemy tanks they were up against, and so rather than dispose of them, they converted some of them into command and control cars and others into artillery pieces like this one, and they were used during the fall of France and fighting on the Eastern Front. Well, with a 15cm howitzer you can do a fair bit of damage. If you get a direct hit, the alpha damage is 400, but the penetration is only 35mm, which means obviously you have to hit fairly weak armour to do damage, but that M3 Stuart is remaining stationary, and that shell must have damaged it. It landed right next door to him. He must have lost a lot of hit points from that hit. Probably splashed him. And there's a Valentine 2. Oh yes, there's a Stuart. He's running away because he's down to 20% of his hit points. And the Valentine 2 is moving about. That's a tough little tank, the Valentine 2, but even against the 15cm howitzer, it's going to come off worse. Round out. And a direct hit. Now, you only get 12 rounds of ammunition. In fact, actually, in reality, this particular SPG could only carry 8 rounds of ammunition and had to have a little truck follow it around with all the spare rounds of ammunition so it could keep firing. And in fact, there is some film on YouTube showing this vehicle in action. Okay, we've got a Panzer IIIe, and he's stationary. We're dialing in on target. We've only got a narrow arc of fire, and that Panzer III is receiving fire from enemy tanks. We fire around at it and splash him to death for 9 hit points. So that's his first kill. Right, another Panzer IIIe round the village. We're dialing in, but it's a fairly long reload, or longish, between 10 to 12 seconds. We're loaded, and he's killed before we can shoot. So we're moving up. The trouble with the Sturmpanzer I Bison is, one of the reasons why a lot of people have difficulty with it, is that narrow arc of fire, because if they move outside the arc it damages the aiming and causes the reticule to bloom. It also has a very short range, which means you have to get in close contact with the enemy or you're not going to be able to shoot at them. They're just too far away. Well, there are some enemy tanks in range at the moment. We've got a medium 3, an M3 Stuart, and the Valentine. And the Valentine's lost a lot of hit points on one of those was for our direct hit, and he's just been wiped out. And there's a medium 2, M2 medium. Now that's the precursor for the M3 Lee. That's the prototype that was built before the M3 Lee, but was rejected by the American forces. There's that medium 3. There's the M2. Same running gear as the M3 Lee. Different chassis though. Dialing in. Round out. Should be a direct hit. It is! And it landed right on the turret. You can see the mark above the gun where it actually landed. It didn't wipe him out though. If it landed in the cockpit, it might have been a total wipeout. It might have killed all 4 crew members, or all the crew members, not 4 crew members. But if he stays where he is, he will get wiped out. We're ready to shoot. Round out. And yes, it is a wipeout. 25 hit points. Takes him out of the game. That's the second kill. Right, we've got an M5A1 Stuart. The enemy is now down to just 5 tanks left. There's an M37. That's one of the enemy Artys. They do have 2 Artys. One an M7 Priest, the other M37. We're moving forward to get within range, and the M37's killed before we can shoot. There's the other Arty, the M7 Priest. They've now only got 4 tanks left. We're aiming for that M5A1 Stuart. Dialing in, round out, and he moves away before the shell arrives. That was lucky for him. 4 remaining enemy. The M7 Priest moves. Oh, we've got a hill against us, so we're going to have to move around the hill. It doesn't climb very well because it's only got a very, very limited forward speed, being a Panzer I, that is. Now there is a Sturmpanzer II on our team, and he's also got a 15cm howitzer, and there's an outgoing round from the Sturmpanzer II. So he's firing at the enemy from nearby. He's also got a very short range. And there's the M5A1 Stuart again. And we're lining up a shot. Trying to dial in the aim. And round out. Oh, 2 Arty rounds land simultaneously. And it looks like the Stuart has lost some hit points. And he's been killed. And that's the end of the game because all the others have been wiped out. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And here's the end of battle stats. It's the 3rd class tanker for Talon 1958 in the Sturmpanzer I Bison. He got a bronze medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7 in that battle. And this was the first time he got a 3rd class tanker in this Arty. He also got a win 8 of 2430, which is very good indeed. And let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. He actually came 4th on damage. Highest damage went to the M5A1 Stuart on the enemy team, the one that we were firing at the end. He managed to get 907 hit points of damage in total. The next highest score was the M1542 on our team with 659. The Lux with 651. And the Sturmpanzer II on our team with 587. Talon managed to get 508 hit points in total. And when it came to kills, the highest scorer was the Lux with 4 kills, then they had the M1542 and the Sturmpanzer II with 3, and then came Talon with 2 kills, and it's the same for the enemy team as well. And when it came to base XP, it was the Lux again, managed to get the highest amount, 680, then the M1542 with 528, and Sturmpanzer II with 411, and Talon managed to get 378 base XP. So let's have a look at detail report. He only fired 7 rounds of his 12-round magazine. He got 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, and 3 splash. Damage of 508 hit points, of which 499 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and caused 3 stuns during that battle. On a premium count, he earned 13,643 credits. He got 682 credits for mission completion, so that brought his total to 14,325, and after ammunition resupply, and the ammo is cheap, he actually ended up with 12,365 credits. He received 567 XP times 3 for the first victory, 28 XP for mission completion, and personal reserves bonus of 567 as well, bringing up a total of 2,296 experience points altogether. So a nice score there for Talon 1958, and we did have some good news from him today because he had a scan and he's now free of cancer. As far as we're very pleased for him, and we will be receiving more replays from him very shortly, I'm sure. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.